Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
America is not a racist country.
Many of you might remember this woman. We're going to have to go back a couple of years. I did a video on her. In fact, many people back when this happened did a video on this woman. She tried to run over two children, and these were two separate incidents. These children were not together. One was a Latino girl, and another one, I believe, was like a 12-year-old Black boy. And she tried to run them over with her SUV. They were walking on the sidewalk. These are two separate incidents. She jumped the sidewalk with her SUV to try to run them down. So this came out on Fox, August 19th, 2021. Iowa woman who drove SUV into two children because of their race gets 25 years on federal hate crime charges. As far as I'm concerned, she needs to stay in there for the rest of her life. Anytime somebody weaponizes an SUV to try to take out children, you don't ever need to be free again. A white Iowa woman who admitted she deliberately drove her SUV into two children because of their race will spend more than 2 decades behind bars. Nicole Poole-Franklin, 43, had already been sentenced to up to 25 years on state charges in December 2019, attacks in Des Moines. In a separate federal proceeding on Thursday, U.S. District Judge Stephanie Rose sentenced Franklin to 25 years and 4 months. She pled guilty to 2 federal hate crime charges in May. Prosecutors asked for 27 years in a filing last week, saying Franklin targeted a 12-year-old Black boy and a 14-year-old Latina girl because of their race and ethnicity. Both were walking down the street near their schools. Prosecutors said Franklin first drove over the curb and struck the Black boy, saying she ran him over because he's just like ISIS. Really? What have the Black community do that resembles ISIS? All y'all do is lie. Let's move on. Just more lies on top of lies. And he's not supported. And she also said he's not supposed to be there and he's going to take me out. Okay, so you're the one with the SUV using it as a weapon, but he's going to take you out. Oh, this is just like that white guy that jumped out and brandished a gun at a Black woman and her children sitting in a car. And then when he gets arrested, he talks about how Black people are violent. But he was the one that showed all the violence in the incident. These people are really that far gone, y'all. They really are. And this woman is too. Prosecutors said Franklin drove up over a sidewalk just minutes later, striking the girl who sustained bruises and cuts and a concussion. Franklin said she targeted the girl because she thought she was a Mexican, was taking over our homes and our jobs, and wasn't supposed to be in the country. Well, who said people like you are supposed to be here? You stole the land. Maybe you shouldn't be here. Franklin said later, after she was arrested, going to a gas station and where she called an employee and customers racial epithets. Franklin's public defender, okay, so she got all that mouth and couldn't even afford to get a decent attorney. Public defender, okay, said Rose did not ask for nothing longer than a 27-year term. He argued in the filing that she was suffering from a pre-existing mental health issue. You know, it's amazing how every time y'all get in trouble, you always want to reference mental health. But no matter what mental health issue you seem to have, you sure keep that racism near and dear, don't you? And it was exacerbated by meth use. Numerous extreme difficult life events hitting nearly the same time. So she's claiming she had all these bad things happening at the same time. Well, what do y'all say to us? Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Isn't why can't she do that? Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Isn't that what y'all run around and say to everybody? Okay, so with some of the worst aspects of the culture acting behind the scenes and further poisoning her mental state. Well, I'm glad she got 25 years, but I really think she's such a danger. She should never be on the streets at all. I think when you unprovoke a situation, especially with children, you are too dangerous to be on the street. And that's the only thing she proved in this whole thing. I think even 25 years is too soon for her to be out, you know? But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.